Well, that was an interesting time in history, certainly, and I got a chance to live through that. That was just the start of my career, and we actually had the same agent in Brad Hunt at Gold Medal Management. So, I'll be interested to see that documentary.
Are entered, including this woman, Amber Anning, who anchored their successful 4x100 meter relay earlier.
In 4x4s, and she shows up at the SEC meet, and they're in the finals. She goes in lane 6, but keep your eyes out just to her outside, Aaliyah Butler of Georgia. Outside of the Arkansas 3, she is the only other athlete in the country to dip under 50 seconds. She was 4th at the NCAA indoors, but is having a tremendous outdoor season for the Georgia Bulldogs there. Just a sophomore in lane 7, Aaliyah Butler.
And because it's a lane race, the top 2 finishers will automatically qualify to Saturday's final, with the next 3 fastest times outside of those automatic qualifiers. And wind could become an issue, even though the flags are straight down at this point. Amber Anning in 6, Aaliyah Butler in 7. And Anning already making up the stagger on Aaliyah Butler. And she is deceptively fast. She just doesn't have the look of the turnover of someone who's covering the kind of ground that she does, but it's amazing how fast she is.
Well, we saw her anchor that 4x100 meter team of Arkansas early on, and they easily qualified, but there you see her with about 175 meters to go. She really pushed the pace fast. But this is what Chris Johnson wants you to do. He wants you to get out. He wants you to establish. He wants to push the pace, make the rest of the athletes in the field really think and hurt just a little bit. There you see Amber Anning. She was able to back off just a little bit. Now she's cruising.
Isabella Whitaker of Penn on her inside. She's going to get the second automatic qualifying position, but Anning, an easy run for her in 50.67. So she qualifies through easily. Final was Jermisha Arnold, who had made a nice move off.
Champion, but she is one tough cookie. Every race she seems to run a little bit faster.
Arkansas Razorbacks in these 400 meters heats. 4 of the 12 from the West Prelim they qualified through. So it's Mouton in 4, Effiong in 5, and Price in 6. Only 2 automatically qualifying through, so someone has got to hope to get through on a time qualifier. And Mouton is really lagging in this first 150 meters.
Well, I was going to say Rosie Effiong and Nikisha Price went out nice and hard, but so did Ms. Ferreira of Auburn. She decides to take a little bit of a chance and push hard in that first 200 meters, but now here the Razorbacks begin to take over.
Arkansas running that collegiate record 4x400 relay at this West Prelims in Fayetteville just a couple weeks ago. Rachel Joseph is also doing well in lane number 3. But it is going to be Nikisha Price, followed by her teammate Rosie Effiong. Those are your 2 automatic qualifiers, and very close between Mouton and Kimberly Harris of Georgia for that 3rd spot. Of course, that 3rd spot, you have to hope that you've run fast enough. 51.50 for Mouton, who caught up very, very slowly, but finished. Testament to that is their 4x400 relay that set a collegiate record just a couple weeks ago.
Out there in lane 8, just outside of Onojevuevo of LA.
Been under 50 seconds 4 times this year. I mean, 50 seconds flat was the holy grail until just a couple of years ago. And the collegiate record holder, by the way, from Arkansas, Britton Wilson. Brianna White of Tennessee in 5, Kaylin Brown of Arkansas in 6, and then Jantasia Jones of Southern Cal, the senior, out there in lane number 8.
Well, there goes Kaylin Brown, just following her coach's instructions to the tee. Get out, push it hard in that first 150, establish a good rhythm, establish a good pace, make everybody else now do the work to catch you. She can come through 200 meters, she can evaluate where she's at, and she just wants to find a tempo and a rhythm that she can hold all the way to the finish.
Ella Onojuevo of LSU is responding to that early fast pace, as is Brianna White now. Kaylin Brown, an easy victor here in this third and final heat. It's going to be close for second place. Jones from Southern California trying to get it, but she's not going to get there. It is Onojuevo of LSU and Nigeria, the sophomore. She ends up getting the second automatic spot. 49.82 for Brown, her 50 athletes behind them. Brianna White ends up getting it at 51.40. That's the final qualifying position, but all four Arkansas with the top 4 times.